Why, hello there. It's Andy here. I have got quite a few old photos and newer photos that I've been sort of collecting and putting into some kind of order. And I thought to myself, maybe I should try and make a bit of a slideshow showing some of my past musical history. So this is that slideshow. It starts off way back in 1968, not 78. And here I am. That's me on the left, and I used to play guitar. I still do play guitar, in fact, and you'll see with some of the more recent shots that I even get gigs on guitar. That is Wentworth Peerage, and we're playing at the Freiburg High School ball. I'm aged about 15 to 16 in there. That's me with the hat, playing the, if you look closely, it's a 12 string. It's a Jansen Invader 12 string, so it's sort of got the body of a Strat. Made in New Zealand, and great guitar. I wish I still had it. Isn't that the usual thing that everyone always says? Oh, I wish I still had it. Well, I do wish I still had it. Okay, so this band was rather interesting because we could metamorphose from that look to this look, and that's me playing the drums. And what would happen is we'd go and play these young farmers' socials outside of Palmerston North, which is on a great big plain surrounded by farms. And the young farmers' clubs were sort of dotted around the city of Palmerston North, to a distance of about 50 or 60 k's, or in those days miles. And we got our licences at the age of 15. Can you believe that? And my mum was kind enough to let me borrow her 1100 and put my amp in the back, and off I'd go, after school, off to a gig at the Young Farmers Club. A bit of drinking went on, and of course there was no booze buses or anything like that in those days. So, look, I'm not saying we were angels or anything, but managed to survive it all somehow. So yes, we would start off looking like this with our white shirts and our bow ties. This is Kevin, the drummer, playing the piano in that sort of format, and then we would metamorphose into this sort of look. Yep. And so it was quite amazing situations because we could cater to the young farmers and all the oldies who liked all the old World War II classics. So it was pretty good. All right, so this band is a different band. This band has me on guitar. This is a band that was lucky enough to score a gig circumnavigating the entire globe from Auckland to Southampton and back in 1972. So that was a pretty good experience. Another shot there, me playing. That's what I used to look like, for a while there. Pretty bloody shaggy. Okay, so the first actual real band that happened after I sort of left school was this one, Straight. That was based in Palmerston North for most of its life, and then later on Straight moved on to Auckland. So here's a cartoon of Straight. That's me on the lower left. There's Straight. That's me playing the piano. We've got Malcolm, Stan, Kit and myself there. All right, and here we are, Straight. That's probably, I'm guessing that would be about 1973, something like that. Yep, this is from a rehearsal at our combined house we had. It was a great share house up on a hill, had about 8 bedrooms. Fantastic place. It had a piano in it as well. I can't remember where that came from. I think it might have even been there. Okay, here's Straight again. This time we're in a recording studio. And then in 2010, this clever man who is a very close friend of ours of Straight's, and he's a great singer himself, Tony McLaughlin, he had a property outside of Palmy. He decided to put on a big concert, and he did. Now this is us Straight years later. Here's the concert at his property. As you can see, Palmerston North City Council stage. That's me having a sing on the left there at the keyboards. Here I am again, close up. And again, this time we did 2 brackets, one on the day. This is the day bracket. And you can see I was playing the bass for a couple of tunes there. Here we see Straight with all their wives. So that's myself and Adele, Kit and Joan, Stan, the drummer, and his wife Alice at the back there, and Malcolm and his beautiful wife Lindley as well. So, yeah, beautiful. We're all still very close friends. Okay, so Straight moved up to Auckland and successfully played around Auckland for 2 to 3 years. I can't remember how long. And then eventually the decision was made, all right, that's it, let's move on. So I moved on to this particular band here, Charisma, consisting of 3 Pākehās, white boys, and 3 Maoris. Yeah, so we had 2 singers up the front, and this is sort of what we look like. So we had, this is taken in our residency nightclub. That's Peter Morgan and Barry Whitney up the front. And then we had on bass Graham Sate. We had Lewis Farrick on guitar. We had Steve Ututonga, the late, sadly missed, on drums. And that's myself there on keys. If you look closely, you can see I've got my 88-note Fender Rhodes and my Mini Moog all set up there. Wow. Wish I had both of those as well. All right. And this is one of the promo shots from the newspaper. Yep. And this is the Awapuni Motor Hotel was actually in Palmerston, so we actually travelled all that way from Auckland back down to Palmy to do some gigs there, appearing Wednesday to Saturday this week only, so we did a 4-night stint. Yeah, fantastic. And the papers wrote up about it. Andy Burns back with own group. All right, there's Charisma again in the recording studio. I don't have those recordings. I wish I did. I'd probably play them in the background. Here we go. That was Steve drummer. This is Graham bass. This is Lewis guitar. Barry singer. And there we all are. That's Peter. And myself. Yep, me. It's all about me. All about me. All about me. All about me. All right. So Charisma went right through to 1979-80. Well, actually, what happened was 3 of us, which was the 2 singers, Peter and Barry, and me, moved on to another band called the Tuitama Band, which had another residency out in the suburbs at a fantastic nightclub there called Cleopatra's. And that was another 4-night-a-week residency. And next thing you know, I got asked by phone call out of the blue to come to Sydney and join a band featuring this gentleman, and that is Leon Berger. And Leon Berger had one of the only residencies that I know of, like every night type residency in Sydney at the Musicians Club. And so I was flying over, not just me, so was my wife at the time, Roseanne, and my son Campbell, and they put us up, they looked after us, and I stayed with that band for, I think it was about 4 years, 3 to 4 years. And that's one of his records, Living in a Mirror, Leon Berger. And here's the band playing at the Musicians Club, and that's me on the right. Still got the Mini Moog, still got the Rhodes, but this Rhodes is now a different Rhodes. It's a Rhodes with legs, called a Stage. And there's another shot of that. Great players in that band. In about 1983 or 4, or 2 or 3 or 4, around there somewhere, I joined this wonderful band here, QED. And QED had a couple of hits. And I thought, this is it, rock star status, here I come. Well, it didn't quite work out that way. Jenny, lead singer, ended up going on a world tour with In Excess and forgetting about QED. So that was a bit of a shock. It took me a while to get over that. Here she is, doing her thing, playing with QED. Again, QED. Again, QED. The late Ian Belton, known as Nara, on bass there. Very sadly missed. Lovely, lovely, lovely man. And that's Shane on the drums, Shane Flew. whom you might know. Okay, there's me looking very 90s. Okay, this is Helen Ryder, and she and I got together in more ways than one and formed a duo. That's her singing live. Here's a promo shot, Helen and Andy. Helen and Andy. Here's Helen and Andy with Karen Johns. Hi, Karen. Helen and Andy. Okay, so then that duo, Helen and Andy, decided to move to Melbourne. And we played around quite a bit in duos and did rather well. We were sort of quite successful. We played in all the King Street nightclubs, and then we had a residency at the Ivy nightclub, which was owned partly by John Farnham, and we had I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 floors of different entertainment, and we were on the top floor and sort of like the VIP section. You had to sort of had to be extra cool to be allowed up there, and we were lucky enough to be the duo up there playing for the people. It was pretty good, pretty damn good. But next thing you know, I got offered to join this show here. So I did, and I played 400 shows in here, and this is the cast of here. Look, there's all sorts of beautiful people in there. I'm not going to bore you with all their names, but look, I'm hiding up the back there. Yeah, I don't know how I got into the cast of here, but anyway, I'm also in this shot. That's me up the back with the singlet on, along with my good buddy Jeff, the drummer, in front of me. That's the hair band. Okay, now this is another band from around those times, or slightly after that. This is Portrayed band. That's Portrayed with the glasses on, a beautiful female singer. Her music was pretty much traditional Irishy sort of sounding, but then she wanted modern synth pads and stuff to go into it to really give it that ambient vibe. So I tell you what, that was a really amazing band. All the players were magnificent, and really enjoyed that. Here's me and Joe Mandica. Now, Joe Mandica I met for the first time in this band here, which is called Presley's Beatles. Unusual concept. Elvis Presley meets the Beatles and forms mashups of both their repertoires. You should hear some of the songs we've got. I've still got some of them. Maybe I should have put them here as backing track music. But look, it was incredible. Didn't last that long. I think maybe about a year. And here we are performing live. Okay, this is a big band I was in Melbourne. It's called Grand Wazoo. I am on the right-hand side there with my purple tie on. That's at least 13 piece, I think possibly even more than that piece band with a huge brass section, and mainly doing all the, as you would, all the Motown sort of stuff. And over the back there we see Wiley Miller, a very great black singer, and look, great band, great fun. Yeah. Oh, look, here's Black Cat Bone. Black Cat Bone, swampy, wicked sort of stuff, as you can probably tell by the poster. Well, this was a short-lived little band that got together, sort of doing all the disco classics like Car Wash. I never played that sort of stuff before, but it was good fun. This is Anita's Children. Once again, this repertoire was very unusual. She liked stuff like Alone Again Naturally, if you don't remember that song. I can't think of the dude's name. And look, I played bass in this band. Anita played keyboards, that's her there. And we had Roger there on guitar. So it was bass, guitar, keyboards and drums with me on bass. Now, I think it lasted probably, only about a year, but look, a bit of a laugh. There's a bit of a promo shot. Yep. Now this is a forerunner band to another band. This one here was called the Luke Speaks Band, and that's Luke Speaks holding the guitar. This is what it metamorphosed into, Fats Wah Wah, and that's Fats Wah Wah there. and the beautiful Nisi on vocals there. And that's Luke again from the Luke Speaks band holding the cat, and it's really his main writing along with Cam, who's the gentleman at the top right there, the guitarist, brilliant guitarist, and that's me down the front. Okay, here's Fats Wawa in action with Josh the drummer, brilliant drummer. And that's Chris the bass player once again, Fats Wawa. You can just see the wah in the sign. And that's me playing the Nord as I do. And here's a project that I put together myself, which was a Cocker tribute show. And that's the poster. And I've also got this one here. This is a GIF, as they call it, or GIF. Leave your hat on, 100% Cocker. I'll just get out of the way so you can see how pretty the girls are. There you go. That kept going for about 3 years. That's me introducing members of the band and talking to the audience. I think it's a great shot. I love it. Once again, introducing the band, talking to the audience. Once again, bringing up one of the female singers, Kerry, onto the stage. And here we are in full flight with our original singer, Nico Gazana. And as you can see, there are a lot of people on stage. I'm sitting down at the far right, just above where my head is on the screen there, with the glasses on. You can't really see me too clearly, but yeah, I'm being the MD and keeping the show on the road. And here's a few of the members of that band. Here's my darling wife Adele, pretending to play keyboards at one of my outdoor gigs. Yep, that was with a band called Soul Tribe. And once again with Soul Tribe, actually, they used to play at this great place called the Blue Diamond, which is in the city up on about the 8th or 9th floor, I think it was, of a high-rise in the city with a brilliant view. And you could sit out there, it had a balcony, and you could hang out on the balcony and listen to the band and look out at the view. I thought it was a great place. Here's me at the Queenscliff Music Festival with Matta Lake. There's Matta Lake, and that's the singer. Michael O'Loughlin on vocals, and Brendan on guitar, Brendan Mason and myself there. There you go. There's Matta Lake. Mick Fetz out the front. R.I.P. Mick, no longer with us. There's Kerry McKenna and myself and Matta Lake. You can see that I play guitar with them as well sometimes, mainly keyboards. Me and Brendan and Luke in the background. Yep, more of me. It's all about me, boys and girls. Yep. Okay, that's Matta Lake again. That's me on the left. Yep, me wearing the red hat. Okay, here we are in a different situation, because sometimes you used to have to wear a suit like this. This is me playing at the RACV Club, which is a highfalutin, expensive joint, members only, dining room. They've got a huge building, the RACV, which stands for Royal Automobile Club of Victoria. They've got a great big whole building, and this is on the top floor. Yeah, it's very expensive, so you got to bring your credit card. And yeah, I was lucky enough to be playing piano there quite a lot. This is Georgia on the left and Nadia in the middle with me, and I quite often do little trios with those two. They harmonise like angels, and great fun to play piano behind them. Even at the Carlton Football Club, me being a St Kilda supporter. Oh, the beautiful Germaine. Now, Germaine is just awesome. Great singer. This is taken at a private function at a wedding, so yeah, I do have to wear a suit for quite a few gigs. Here I am with the marvellous Isayula. That's her again, singing, and again. And that's Miss Kay. She's a fabulous entertainer, and she does sort of humorous songs about life as a sort of a cabaret performer. And that's me on the left wearing the hat. Well, actually, I noticed everyone's wearing a hat. Yeah, anyway. Okay, here's me and another female singer I work with a lot. That's Kelly Orty. This time we've got the beautiful fabulous Wayne Jury there as well. That's just me and Kelly by ourselves. And again, in a different place. Now, this is a place where it's in Dalesford, actually. You don't use a mic. She's just singing straight into this little intimate room with only about 40 people in it. And I'm playing the white grand piano. Very nice. This is her whole band. That's me on the left. And this is me again with her. This time with a bass player, Nick. Hi, Nick. Sometimes I got to back all sorts of people. As you can see there, it's a bit of an impromptu sort of a thing going on. And yeah, here's Mad Men and Lovers. Oh, sorry, Lovers and Mad Men. And that's me on the right playing the piano. That's Sam in front playing his 3-3-5, or I think it's a 3-4-5 actually. And that's me with the inimitable May Parker, and also with the spiky hair, my good buddy and fellow New Zealander and brilliant bass player, Roger McLaughlin. Oh, speaking of brilliant, this is the Reverend Mick O'Connor, who is a celebrity, unfortunately was a celebrity. He's no longer with us, R.I.P. He was a brilliant Hammond organ player, and loved him. Used to love going to his country property and hanging with him very regularly. So I took him my new album and he liked it, and he said, yeah, you can take a shot and all. Yeah, so yeah, Mr. Rev. Here we go. This is Ronnie Charles. That's him there. Yeah, I've done a lot of gigs with Ronnie. He's fabulous. Oh, this is a backstage shot from Crown Casino, and in the foreground we see Tony Pantano and his beautiful sister Enza, both of whom have left us now. Both died young. So sad. Beautiful, gorgeous people, and sadly missed. So, yep. Okay, that's Ronnie Charles's band with the original lineup, featuring Dave Herzog on the left and Nick Carafa. It's a drummer on the right wearing his pink shirt. I love that. Here's a very short-lived band called Dead Man Jamming that I put together just to do it one gig. We hardly got any people, but hey, it doesn't matter. It was fun. That's Mick Hamilton. He's a real legend of Melbourne music, playing the guitar, and that's me playing piano, and I play left-hand bass there, so there's no bass player. And we got Marshall on sax. Oh, here's an intimate little venue I play. Very nice. I like that shot. Oh, speak of legends, that's John Watson, Watto. Awesome drummer. Drummer with James Rain and also everybody else you could ever want. That's just me backing singers at a party. There's a club called the Debonaires, and I'm pretty sure that's a Debonaires party. Okay, now some recent shots. Okay, so here we go. That's me and Roger. Go for it, Rog. Oh, this is interesting. This is me playing guitar and keyboards. I can tell by the fact that I'm playing a B bar chord that it's probably I'm probably playing Pinball Wizard by The Who, because this was a Woodstock revival concert, and I had to play guitar and keys. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that one. Yes, playing guitar again. Okay, this is with Kelly Orty at the Mimo. Oh, there's the whole show, what it looked like. Oh, there's the line-up for that show, Robbie Hornbuckle. Yep. Okay. And we took our bows at the end, as you do. Okay, just another one of the bands. In this photo, we see my favourite drummer, Tommy McKeown. We see Gavin, the guitarist, awesome. We see myself and Ronnie Charles, the singer, and on the far right we see on bass Peter Robinson. Now Peter Robinson's another legend of Melbourne music. Okay, there's me playing, me. More bands, more me. Here's the Giants. That's Stuart Wood out the front, and that's Marky Gregg on the guitar, Steve Brooks, and that's me on the keyboards. There's Kelly with the Giants. We're having a good laugh at each other. This is Christian Foyle, a young gentleman who plays saxophone and guitar and has now been picked up by Human Nature. He's basically been invited to jam with everybody because he's such a handsome young man who plays wonderful saxophone, knows all his jazz, and he also plays fantastic shreddy guitar, as fast as you want, bluesy. And so it's no wonder he's been snaffled up. This is a quartet. You can sort of see the drummer's elbow in that shot. Yeah, so here we go. Oh, that's a picture of what I see when I hop on stage with my iPad with some music on it. Okay, this is Russell Morris being backed by the Giants, and that's me on the right down the keys. Good on you, Russell. This is a new band that just hasn't even started yet, called Brother Sister. Featuring Paul Gilday from Icehouse on the guitar, Steve Morgan also from Icehouse on bass, myself and Michael Coco and the gorgeous singer Jennifer Davids. We're yet to really kick off, but I thought I'd show you what I'm going to be doing coming right up. There's another poster we did together of us brooding. Another sort of promo thing talking about us and where we've been and what we do. That's the beautiful Becky O'Connor having a sing. That's the beautiful Jermaine McCarthy. The Duke Joint Angels, yeah, great duo. We used to work at George's Downstairs, which is a famous inner city bar, and we had a residency there. It was just great. And her voice, wow. Okay, here is a shot from a recent show I did, Pink Floyd Extravaganza show. Wow, I think we had about 9 or 10 people in the show. They weren't all on the stage at the same time. They came and went. But very, very prestigious and very detailed Pink Floyd show, which I was very proud to be part of. And then we have other shots. That's actually not Pink Floyd. That is. There we go. That's me playing in a studio somewhere. So speaking of which, here's a few shots of recording stuff and everything. That's me and my red bass. That's me and my red keyboard. I must love red. In Salt Studios. That's an early shot of me using a laptop, and that laptop there, I thought it was going to be great, but it was kind of noisy and it was very hard to work with, and I couldn't really record vocals in its presence because it was sort of going, well, not quite that bad, but you know what I mean. So I got rid of it and I got a new one, and that's the new one there. The new one I was able to take with me, and this is in Queensland. We drove up, myself, the wife, and 2 of our dogs, drove up to meet up with our good buddy Jonathan. Here he is. That's Jonathan. He writes great songs, and I love to record them, and we write together, and we put together fabulous things while we're enjoying ourselves in sunny Queensland, living on his wonderful, outrageous property. Yep, and here he is listening back to some of our work. Oh, this is me in Fantasy Cave Studios. It's the reception area. Oh, look at these headphones. Right to left. Marshall, Audio-Technica and AKG. Look at the size difference. These ones sort of cover your ears and sort of hold your ears against your head. These ones sort of do that a bit, but not so much. And these ones, they cover your whole side of your head, so your ear's completely free. And there's the ones I'm wearing right at the moment, if you can see that. Yeah, they're open headphones, very good. Just got them about 3 weeks ago. I love them. I like these ones too, but these ones, wow. Okay, here's a shot of what it was like while we were recording the new album for Metal Lake, World, which I produced. Speaking of I produced, here's my first ever real instrumentals album that I did, and it's all my own original songs, and there's 19 on there. There they all are. Here's the inside cover, and you can see a bit of a dedication to my darling wife and my darling dog, no longer with us, Miko. And oh look, here's some happy customers of the CD who were kind enough to send me a selfie with holding up my CD. So, and I've got some comments and stuff there as well on that page. So, aren't I a lucky boy? This is an album I produced. What's the name of that studio? This guy here, he invested the money. He really did. He got the best studio in Melbourne. This is not it. This is a very small little studio. In front we see Miss K. She is, or her real name is Clara, and we see Steve Williams recording some saxophone for me. Beautiful. Okay, this is amazing. That's the computer you're seeing now, or I'm using now to create this video. Tiny thing, but look at the specs. 32 gig of RAM, running at 4.75 gigahertz. That's real fast. It's got its own graphics card, which is a Ryzen 7. Wow, full on, love it. And I have had no problems, and it can handle doing big videos like this, no problem. Okay, that's a picture of my alter ego, the country singer. Did a couple of country tunes just to prove I could. Yeah, me. Look, there's me, Adele, giving me some encouragement on the guitar, acoustic. Okay, so now we're getting right up to date. This is Jandy's. Now, Jandy's are a duo, just records. We don't really play live, although we have, appeared a couple of times. But yeah, we're mainly recording, and we've done 3 albums. That's album 1, Our Time. That's album 2, Loyalty. And that's album 3, Jandy's. Now, if you look closely at this album cover, there's some little shots in here. You can see there's a few little things going on, and even though it's called Nothing Going On, oh, that's one of the things going on, a tiger moth. That's another one of the things going on, a farmer. And that's another one of the things going on, a flying saucer. And here's Jandy's. Look, this is my idea of how it's going to be for Jandy's. Here we are celebrating our our Grammy, or our stack of Grammys that we won. And as you can see, we're accompanied by Sophia Loren. We've got Jane Mansfield, we've got Dolly Parton, we've got Beyonce, and even Marilyn made a bit of a appearance just for our Grammy. So aren't we lucky boys to have that sort of company? And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you've finally reached the end of this video. You're up to date. You've seen it all. It's from 1968, say, through to 2024. So rather than you have to look through all my photos one by one and go, oh, look at that. This way you got to see them all in a relatively efficient way. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.